Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video, we're going to head back over to the side of country music with a little bit of Waylon, Jennings, and George Jones. And true story again. I love these true story things. Only it's not about a song. This one's about how Waylon Jennings recalled having to hog-tie a drunk and out-of-control George Jones. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't you love to have a picture of that? Let's see. Everybody knows that George Jones is a country music legend. He's one of the greatest country artists of all time. Depending on who you ask, the greatest voice in the history of the genre. I know from one of his best was He Stopped Loving Her Today. Will probably always be the greatest country song of all time for most. Even Johnny Cash once said, when people ask me who my favorite country singer is, I say, you mean besides George Jones? But almost equally as legendary as his talent was the trouble he got into during his wilder days. Now, it's no secret that the possum struggled with alcoholism and addiction for much of his life, being admitted to the hospital for drinking as early as 1967. His drinking and partying earned him the nickname No-Show Jones after causing him to miss so many performances. And then, of course, there's the legendary lawnmower story when his wife took the keys to his car, keep him from driving to the liquor store, so Jones took off down the road on his lawnmower to get his fix of booze. But through it all, one of Jones' best friends was outlaw country legend Waylon Jennings. Despite having his own drug problem, Waylon once came to George's rescue when he was nearly broke and living out of his car. And it was a group of friends, including Waylon, who convinced Jones to seek treatment at Hillcrest Psychiatric Hospital in Birmingham, Alabama, an intervention that Jones once said was the best thing that ever happened to him. But the possum didn't always make it easy for Waylon. In his autobiography, Waylon, an Autobiography, Jennings recalls one night that started with Jones showing up at Waylon's house completely inebriated and ended with Waylon having to tie Jones up to get him to finally calm down. As the story goes, Jones showed up in the middle of a bender and started flailing around the living room, even yelling at Waylon's mother-in-law, Jessie Coulter's mom. When it seemed like Jones was about to settle down and go to sleep, Jennings decided to give Jones a little something to help put him asleep, a glass of whiskey. Yeah, that was a great idea, right? Well, Waylon's plan backfired, big shock, and Jones began to tear up the living room, throwing a metal picture frame at Jennings that just missed his head. Waylon tried to calm George down, but with George kicking at him, the only thing that Waylon could do was sit on him and hold him down. Jennings says that at one point, Jones played possum on him, joking that it shows you how he got his nickname. According to Waylon, George pretended he was choking until Waylon let go, and then Jones punched him in the face. Joking about the incident in his book, Waylon said he wasn't sure how much longer he could keep up with the possum because he too was on drugs, and cocaine doesn't last that long. So with the help of his guitar, who got his thumb broken by his guitar player who got his thumb broken by Jones during the scuffle, Waylon had no choice but to hog-tie George Jones and throw him on the couch. According to Waylon, I never felt so bad in my life, thinking here's the greatest country singer that ever lived, and I'm tying his ass up. With Jones finally subdued, Waylon told him that he was calling George's manager to take him home. Jones still wasn't ready to settle down just yet, despite being tied up on the couch, telling Jones, I'll get you, Conway Twitty acting son of a beep. Waylon admits he found the situation humorous. Trying to hold back a laugh, he asked George, what do you mean by that? You hit me in the face, and you kick me in the nuts, and you cuss the ladies in my house, you break my guitar player's thumb, and now you call me a Conway Twitting acting son of a beep. I'm the one that's going to do the getting. Well, Jones finally did pass out, and Waylon sent his ass back to his own home. Possum, of course, finally sobered up, and in the 80s after meeting his fourth wife, Nancy, and then finally giving up the bottle for good after his arrest for DUI in '99. And despite some bumps and punches in their relationship, Jennings and Jones remained friends until Waylon's death in 2002. Waylon even mentioned Jones in his 1980 hit song, It's All Right, calling George the greatest of them all, and saying, if we all sounded like we wanted to, we'd all sound like George Jones. That's one of the funniest stories. And I had to beep out the one word. For you, for me, and my 11-year-old son is sitting right here, who got a big laugh out of this one as well. I think he got more of a laugh out of the beep than any of the rest of it. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic TV facts or trivia. Head on over. I'm crying. Head on over there to classic TV facts and trivia. Head on over there. Please subscribe. Have a great day. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.